Hello everyone, this is Idrisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, English Language Resource. In this video, we're going to study a poem, The Listeners by Walter de la Mare. Here we will specifically focus on a brief detail about the poet, the theme of the poem, the symbols or the characters of the poem, the setting and tone. Walter de la Mare was born in 1873 in England and died in 1956. He started his literary career at the age of 22 and continued to publish till the end of his life. His best known works include remarkable novels Memoirs of Midget 1921 and Henry Brocken 1904. The poem Listeners was published in 1912. By the time he wrote The Listeners, he has received a government pension in recognition of his work, which allowed him to retire from his job and write full time. De la Mare is known as a writer of imagination. He was fascinated by children's view of the world. Over his lifetime, he published a stunning amount of literature for children and adults, which includes novels, short stories, poetry, non-fiction, and one play. He was awarded James Ted Black Memorial Prize in 1921 and Carnegie Medal in 1947. The poem presents a kind of mystery, understanding, and the unknown. The listeners draws much of its airy quality from the fact that its meaning is rather opaque. The poem in many ways defies interpretation precisely because it's about the known and the unknowable. Beyond unscoring the innate unknowability of the world, the listener seems to reflect the existential loneliness that results from such mystery. Although the poet never explained the listeners explicitly, he did allegedly say before his death that the poem is about a man encountering a universe. Taken allegorically, the poem's opening line, "Is anybody there?" could be read as an echo of humankind's call to an absent God. Ultimately, through the poem's evocation of human loneliness, it suggests the indifference of the universe to people's search for connection and meaning. In one sense, the poem is thus about a failure of connection. The traveler does not find the people he came to meet, and while the listeners are conscious of him, they are either unable or unwilling to answer his questions. The traveler is on an errand which he cannot complete without the presence of the people he expected to find. His human purpose then meets with an unexpected spiritual intrusion. Instead of talking to living people, he is forced to leave a message with ghosts. Within the poem, the supernatural presence remains silent as the traveler calls out to them. Their stillness responds to his words in a way that demonstrates their presence to him. It is the intentional silence of someone listening, not the silence of no one being there. The poem can thus also be interpreted as presenting a human relationship with the mysteries of religion. A human being might imagine God as a conversation partner that never answers, except by motionless ghostly presence. The traveler, being the central character of the poem, symbolizes humankind as a whole. He is defined by his journey, which makes him easy to read as a universal figure for a person traveling through life. The traveler, representing a searching soul, is forced to turn away alone. The repeated question of traveler, "Is anybody there?" seems an analogue to the human search for divine guidance, for the presence of a force operating the universe with intention. In this reading, the poem proposes a divine force is present but unresponsive and unknowable. The action takes place late on a moonlit evening at a dwelling in a forest. The time is the late 19th or early 20th century. The tone is serious and the atmosphere is airy and otherworldly. Clues to the settings are revealed at the beginning of the poem as the traveler arrives. He knocks on a moonlit door, showing both that it is night time and that he has arrived at a house. Also, his horse gazes on the forest ferny floor, which demonstrates that the house is in a wood. The prevailing characteristic of the setting is stillness and silence. The traveler's presence disturbs this stillness, but his retreat allows it to return, bringing the setting back to its timeless state. So, this is it. Further details and analysis of the poem will be provided in the next video. For any suggestion or query, do write in the comment box.